Helldivers 2 is, without a doubt, 100% what Skull and Bones should have been on launch. On the right!
Oh my god.
See that guy right there? You see him? He's a hostile.
Oh god.
There's just something about fighting through hordes of enemies, getting your armor and cape drenched in blood as you and friends fight off impossible odds that just tickles the right part of my brain. Now, I know what you're thinking. These two games are nothing alike. They're not even the same genre, didn't have the same resources available, and on top of that, why should I be listening to a relatively small YouTuber's opinion on all this? For me, since these games came out roughly around the same time, it's rather, what should I spend my money on this month? What can I have instant fun with? First off, by now, everybody knows the development hell that was Skull and Bones. The countless delays, the crazy comments from Ubisoft's CEO stating that this would be the world's first quadruple-A game, which, if you're going by how much money was spent in the development of the game, you could actually justify that from a cash pit standpoint. The numerous changes of creative directors, and the very questionable gameplay choices, like not being able to really ever walk around or get off your ship, or shipboarding during a battle being limited to a simple button press and a cutscene, of which comparatively, this was possible all the way back in 2013 with AC Black Flag. It's just been a mess, and there's so much more I haven't mentioned, like server capacity problems, microtransactions, or straight up bugs. Being a smaller YouTuber has its advantages here, and for one, I actually don't have a dog in this race. I can just straight up tell you the truth and my opinion on things without having to worry about losing some kind of sponsorship money. I can tell you, just from a gamer's standpoint, which game I'd play and why, so why am I talking about the world's first quadruple-A game, basically in comparison to an indie game? I'll show you.
Oh, we got a boot moment.
Friendly fire damage for Chase was 120. I was 175. David was 3,075.
Yeah, I know.
You got hit by a fucking eagle strike. Hold on.
Now, these games actually do share some of the same tags. They're both listed as action games, both games are mainly played in third person, and if you squint really hard, you could actually convince yourself you're just a futuristic Edward Kenway on a revenge tour across the worlds. I'll put it like this. Have you ever played a game that was so clearly meant to be a game? It's hard to explain, but I'll take a stab at it. Helldivers 2 doesn't take itself too seriously. The story is you're an elite soldier tasked with spreading democracy across the worlds, through force. At least that's what I got from it, and frankly that's all I need to know. The bugs are relaying propaganda?
Yeah, indoor radio waves saying leave peanut butter on your bedroom floors.
I have a ship that I named the Hammer of Patriotism, and within the first 5 minutes I had a democracy officer on board my ship telling me,
Helldiver, the super destroyer is ready for your next mission.
hell yeah it is. It just feels right. It feels as right as pre-gaming before a football game or shotgunning a PBR with Toby Keith playing in the background. Shortly after, I had a couple of friends join me, and shortly after that we were on the ground killing bugs and each other like the goddamn democracy heroes we are. The game just oozes do-it-for-Dale vibes. The shooting feels impactful and heavy. The weapons feel really good.
They feel beefy.
Yeah. I think what does it is the fact that when something dies, like, it still takes damage even if it's dead. You know what I mean? And the little arcade-style system they have for using your equipment, stratagems, is good fun too. It's like an arcade-style skill check. Want to call down a barrage from your ship up above? Cool. Press these buttons in this order to activate your device before you throw it. It's a nice little way to break up some of the combat sections. The good news is these buttons never change order, so if you learn the sequence for your favorite supplies, you can call them down faster and faster as you commit them to memory.
I fell down that.
Look, our samples are down there.
Pitch me down the fucking way.
I think the best thing they did is throw you in right away. There is no build-up. You start with a ship and being a kick-ass soldier in a forever war, which, by the way, as far as I understand, it's a fully online war, meaning every little mission you complete will move the needle slightly for everyone, which is a nice little touch. You can watch your buddy spin the map around as he chooses the next planet, and all your ships jump to the system all at the same time. This game is filled with these little hell yeah moments.
That land needs to be liberated.
By the way, in case you're unaware, this game is PvE. There is no PvP element, which means you will never have to fight another player. Everybody is on the same team. It isn't without issues, however. We were supposed to be a party of 4 last night, but only 3 of us got in. And I don't mean the server didn't let him in, Steam just refused to launch the game for him. It would never get to the opening cutscene, it would always crash. Even after reinstalling both the game and Steam multiple times, he never got away from this issue. After diving through the forums, it seems like this happens to 1 in every 150 people so far, which is an unacceptable rate. That means that a very small percentage of people that buy this game can't actually play it through no fault of their own. I'm sure this will be fixed, but trying to play it last night with a full squad and not being able to was frustrating. Outside of that, we encountered some relatively harmless bugs like getting stuck in random places or a cutscene glitching out, but by far the best one of the night was our extraction pelican got taken out by a friend respawning, and this is how it played out.
What? Just laying there?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
My fucking leg! And my arm!
What happened to him?
Oh my arm!
I wait.
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm dead! What? It blew up! The ship blew up! You landed on it! You landed on the ship!
Countdown initiated.
Wait, what's going on?
He's in the ship.
Wait, you can request to revive me.
I did. You just gotta hop in the plane immediately.
I haven't been requested.
Oh, the shuttle's departing. Goodbye.
It's dead. It's on fire.
Please, we have to leave now.
The shot.
Another victory for the right.
Oh man, I wasn't recording that.
I found myself forgiving this game a lot for most of the bugs, saying, it only just launched, I'm sure that the things will be fixed in time. But then I asked myself why. Why am I being so critical of a game like Skull and Bones and so forgiving of a game like Helldivers 2? The reason is pretty simple, because Helldivers 2 is fun and it's fun right away. The game has been developed by Arrowhead Game Studios, which only have a few games under their belt, and they seem to be listening to the community and trying to patch things right away. They have support from Sony, sure, but they've clearly poured their heart into this game. Okay, forget what you've heard so far about Skull and Bones. All the targets they've painted on themselves with the crazy quadruple A claims. If I told you one game was priced at $70 and the other game was priced at $40, which game do you think is more deserving of the $70 price tag? I can tell you right now, out of the gate, Helldivers 2 functions more like a $70 game than Skull and Bones does. My only warning is Helldivers 2 seems to be very CPU intensive. I'm running this on a Ryzen 5 5600 and a 3070 Ti, and I was dropping frames in some of the fights. But again, it's up to you if you can forgive something like that right now. I know I can.
How do you like the taste of freedom?
Thanks for watching. I don't usually make content like this, but I wanted to try something different, and Helldivers was the perfect reason for it. Here's some other, more common videos that I've made. See you later.